Talking with Harry Loyle of Moto Franchise Group from the Cincinnati area. And Harry, you've been a part of Chief Executive Boards for about a year. How has your experience in Chief Executive Boards measured up to your expectations so far?
Terry, been pretty powerful, and you guys are doing a good job.
How has this been helpful to you in your business at Moto and in your other work in the private equity business?
Right. I guess the number one advantage really is always breaking through the proverbial "it's lonely at the top" phrase. And it's probably often overused, but it's true. And it's very difficult sometimes to just find other individuals that you have trust in, you have confidence in, you have confidentiality with, and have the opportunity to share some what turns out to be similar experiences many times.
And so you're comfortable with bringing almost anything that's getting in your way in front of your board?
Oh, absolutely. I think a high degree of trust, high degree of confidence. And, while we've only met 3 or 4 or 5 times maybe over the course of a year so far, also developing some friendships and relationships as well.
This takes some time. You attend almost every meeting, 4 local board meetings a year in the Cincinnati area.
Don't think I've missed one.
And 2 two-day summits a year. What is it that justifies that amount of time commitment in your mind?
Interesting. First of all, the question is interesting. I never considered it an unusual time requirement.
Okay.
My guess, in fact, my personal perspective, I would probably appreciate another day or two. So, a day, a quarter, a couple days, every half a year, whatever, it's actually a small amount of time, to invest in your personal future.
What would you say to somebody that had the idea that this was too much time to spend away from their business?
I'm not sure I could do it without being critical of their decision-making process. I mean, if you're not spending a day, a quarter on your future, your planning, handling the issues that are germane and critical to you, you're probably not running your business. It's probably running you. I mean, this summit was a tough one for me. We're right in the middle of opening a new store. We're right in the middle of our holiday season. So you always have those, twinges of guilt that you should be home shuffling paper or whatever. But I'm looking forward to the next couple of days.
I think you're right. Every now and then CEOs just sometimes don't feel right about doing something just for themselves.
Well, in small business, you're doing and wearing so many hats anyway that there's always some activity going on. But you just got to break out of that and take a couple minutes, not only for yourself, but just to clear your head and think about the business.
You sometimes, I presume, hear things in a Chief Executive Board's meeting that weren't of concern to you when you walked in the door, but maybe turn into things that maybe you ought to think about. Does that sometimes happen?
I mean, that question is interesting. Certainly would not like to come to a problem-solving session and find out you have more problems, but I guess it's better to know the problem ahead of time than after.
I presume that you're part of other industry-type associations, people in your business, that sort of thing. What's different about this deal?
Well, I mean, first of all, the share organizations, you can't do without either. So, I mean, we're very active in the Franchise Association. We're very active in our industry trade associations. And you need that because what you're picking up is very tactical knowledge of the industry, what other people are doing, competitive scenarios, those kind of things. But in a more generic business group like this, what you're getting is a much broader perspective on business. And quite frankly, even lets you look and analyze your own particular industry. So would there be commonality of challenges throughout industries? Yes, but it also gives you an opportunity to kind of self-analyze the industry that you're in, just to make sure that you've made good choices too.
You also have, I assume, a circle of trusted advisors in specific areas of expertise, CPA, attorney, etc.
Oh, you mean guys that you pay?
Yeah, guys that you pay. But what's the difference between guys that you pay for specialized
You've always sensed a little sarcasm. I mean, I do have a belief in small business that generally speaking, you don't pay enough money to your professional advisors to get them really proactive in your business. So you need a certain level of competence yourself to be able to ask your advisors the right questions. And it's other CEOs, other small business people that help you develop that competence so that you're going to your accountant, you're going to your attorney and say, hey, I heard about this opportunity, what do you think? Because my personal experience is they are rarely proactive on your behalf.
Would you then describe maybe your fellow Chief Executive Board's members in that proactive content?
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think the expectation should be that anybody on your individual board is an expert in any field, but you're picking up a lot of experiences and a lot of opportunities for things to have happened or impetus for action that they may say, well, wait a minute, I had a similar situation. Here's the buzzword. I asked my professional about this buzzword, and he was able to, direct me, solve the right problem, whatever. So, I think it's just another opportunity to develop a broad perspective and competence.
Harry, this has been most enjoyable for us, and I appreciate your time today. We're talking with Harry Loyle of Moto Franchise Corporation from the Cincinnati area. Thanks very much.
You're welcome, Terry. Have a good day.